Yo, what's the deal? It's 7 here, and I'm on Ambiance Radio with my man here. You guys tap in.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Ambiance Podcast. Very special guest sitting across from me. He goes by 7.
Hello. How you doing?
Or Bio, right?
Bio, yep.
Yeah.
Bio, for sure.
Better known as Goldby7 on Instagram. How you doing, man? Cheers.
Getting yourself.
I know you got a water,
I know,
but
it's okay, though. It's okay.
How you living, man?
I'm good in yourself? You solid?
I'm doing good. It's Friday. Happy to have you on, and I'm excited to get into this with you because I have a lot of questions.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You work with a lot of the homies. Shout out Wes, Dom.
Oh, yeah, family right
Yeah,
there.
shout out to Wes and Dom. That's how I actually found out about you.
Okay.
Was through them. And, yeah, I know that you're kind of like, to me, the definition of like a West Coast cinematographer, videographer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Because your style is very West Coast, right?
Okay, yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah, I grew up in LA, so it's hugely inspired by that, man. Like things I've seen when I was growing up and where I've been around and where we drive around, where my mom would take me. So yeah, definitely. I take that with mad respect.
Yeah.
For sure.
Are photographers kind of like, I don't want to say categorized, but is their art reflective of like the city they're from? Like if somebody's from New York versus
I would think so.
West Coast?
I would think so, for sure. I mean, this is things you grow up and you see every day. It like as soon as you wake up, you're inspired by everything you go outside and see. You know?
Yeah.
So if you're not watching a movie, if you've never been to New York or other places, everything's gonna be based around what you see daily.
Yeah.
So for sure. But then you get older and you start visiting places, you go places, you watch the movies and you see like, where is this at? And you see that the places are different. Then you get the other inspiration that comes from that.
And you take like little like bits and pieces from stuff that inspires you, right? And you incorporate it into your own art.
Into your own art. You have to. I feel like that makes your art genuine, and it's easier to tell a story when it's something that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Sure.
How did you develop your style?
Trial and error, for sure. You know, I didn't go to school or anything, so it was a lot of looking up things, a lot of notes, and just trying stuff, man. Like you can't wait to sit here and think you're just gonna get everything you need to know and then bam, you're good.
Yeah.
You know, you got to make mistakes. You got to try stuff. You got to see some failure. And I think that all together made me make the stuff I make now.
And how long have you been at this for?
I would say, dang, man, maybe 3 years. Maybe 3.
Maybe 3 years?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Damn. So you're super nice with it, and that's not even that long.
Man, it's not, but it makes you care about it more because I don't know, man. I'm just blessed to be here, like in general, you know.
You
like,
a humble dude.
Yeah, 3 years ago, like I was in college trying to be like a PA. My bad. I was in college trying to be a PA, and I was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. So like, I'm not happy here, and I just got on YouTube and started trying stuff. So, yeah.
What was like the first spark of interest that made you want to pick up a camera?
I've always loved music. Always loved like fashion and stuff like that. But I could never make a song.
Did you try?
Nah, hell no. I'm never gonna try. My bad. Can we curse?
Yeah, you can curse, whatever.
Yeah, bro. No, I'm not gonna make no song. I'm not gonna rap. I'm not gonna be a singer. Like I do make clothes now, but back then I didn't have a clue how to make clothes or nothing. So I wanted to find a way to be involved with a different way, you know. Like
but still be involved in that medium.
And still be involved with that, yeah. So I picked up the camera. Took a few pictures, man. I think I took one photography class. Didn't do well. And then I just like, let's just keep trying it. Let's see what's up.
That's the case with most people, man. Like any dope or successful photographer I know, or at least that I've had on this podcast, I've had a lot of them. Yeah. Like none of them went to school for it. It's just something they picked up and they dedicated themselves to.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't say that school is not, it's like unnecessary.
Yeah.
I do think there's some benefits to going to school. Like I don't knock it at all. Especially with like connections and stuff, and just knowing, bro, there's times when you get on YouTube and you see something you like and you're like, what do I even type in? Like how to jump through the little effect. Like you have no idea what to put in.
You don't know the technical jargon
at all. So you're just literally just browsing and browsing. So I think school does help with that. You know, you have like somewhat of a mentor to tell you what to do and where to go and where to look. So yeah.
So I noticed in a lot of your videos, like it's centered around Long Beach almost, because you work with a lot of Long Beach artists, and then a lot of the settings are in Long Beach as well. Like where the backgrounds are and everything like that. So talk about the importance of that for you.
I think it's just utilize what's around you. So, you know, I grew up in LA for sure, but a lot of the artists I work with, they're not familiar with LA. So when it comes down to it, what's something that I see that me and you both see every day that I can like paint a picture with? I know you're from Long Beach. I know we're all from here. Like, we can go outside and we can make something today, you know, instead of trying to, that's one thing I didn't do before too that I didn't know about was a lot of scout searching, like seeing your scouts, location scouting. I didn't know much about that before. So I was just like, all right, where can I find that I do know and we can pull up and shoot something nice. So, and
there's some gems too. Like Long Beach has gems.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So it's like, why not use the resources in your city, right?
Exactly, and bring some type of light to where you're from as well. Because Long Beach, yeah, we got Snoop Dogg, right? We got the Snoop Dogg. We got Vince Staples and like the people that do make it. But besides that, Long Beach people don't really talk about it a lot, and everyone talks about LA. So yeah, I have mad love for LA. I shoot in LA all the time. I have mad homies in LA, but at the same time, there's a lot that Long Beach offers as well.
Is it kind of important too for relationship building? Because I know that like you might meet an artist in Long Beach and they might put you on another artist in Long Beach, and is that kind of how it happens for you when making connections?
With me, it was all word of mouth. So
oh really?
Yeah, for sure. I didn't know a lot of people still to this day. I don't have this big fan base or this big following on Instagram. So it's all just, you do something good, they vibe with you. You make, anytime you have a happy customer, they return and they tell other people about you. So it's all word of mouth.
Yeah. Man. So the work speaks for itself.
Yeah, almost, for sure. And that's all I really cared about. Like, I'm not trying to be famous. I don't really care about my face being on things. Like even this being on a podcast is like so different from me.
I got the first 7 podcasts, bro.
Live for sure, without a doubt. Fire. But yeah, just like, that's all I care about. You see the work, you like the work, hit me up and we'll talk for sure. Like that's what it's been about.
That's what's up. And is there kind of a difference for you between working with like artists or creatives that are from Long Beach versus working maybe like somebody who's from out of town?
Not at all. I've worked with people from Ohio. I've worked with people from Canada, like all different places.
Dom from Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Dom. And then so people come from different. At the end of the day, like when two genuine people like link and they talk about things and something that they're really passionate about, it comes out dope. No matter where you're from. The place where you're from, it doesn't matter as much. Nah, it doesn't. It doesn't. Not at that point. At the end of the day, like, you want people to be excited for what they're collabing with you on. So if they're willing to come to Long Beach, I'm willing to go to there. Like, it's all love, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
So one of the bigger artists you work with is Giveon, right?
Yeah.
So how did you guys link? Tell the story about that, because it must be dope seeing like his whole come up, right?
Man, it's crazy. Just in general. I've known Giveon. Me and his brother go way back because we play basketball together at St. Anthony. And then me and Giveon worked at Bubba Gump. Dang.
At LB, right?
Man, 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, bro. It wasn't that long ago.
Was he
at all?
Was he like, how deep was he into music back then?
He was all, bro. Giveon knew from day one that he was gonna be in.
Really?
Yeah, for sure, man. He used to sing at Bubba. I used to go to shows like way before all this. We was at his shows that he would throw himself. Like he was gonna be a star, bro. From day
and you
one.
Knew it from
and
from
if you talk to him, he was confident about it too. Like he always knew that. For sure.
That's dope. It must be dope, like seeing his whole come up.
Man, it's wow.
You've been there for the whole journey.
Yeah. Damn. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. Nah, it's wild seeing him up there. But at the same time, it's what he deserves, bro. He worked very hard for that. Everything he's accomplished, everything he's done, like he put in the work for it.
And the fact too that you get to be involved too, like with like collaborating together, right? Because one of the videos I wanted to talk about with you was the beach acoustic version video. That was fire.
Man, that's
like,
love. Thank you.
Yeah, what inspired that? Because it's so simplistic, like one frame throughout the whole thing. Like, talk about that.
So with Giveon, he's super, like, he's the show, you know? Like, you don't have to do much for him. So when it comes down to it, he went to Long Beach. A lot of people didn't know he was even from Long Beach. We would talk, and they would say, like, oh, you're from Seattle too? I'm like, well, Givion's from Long Beach. Like,
I wanna do like a new segment almost. I wanna pull
Go ahead.
I wanna pull the video up right now, and I want you to kind of like walk us through
okay,
like the creative process behind it. You down to do that?
Without a doubt, I got you.
Let's pull it up. I don't know why it's going to YouTube Wild, and there we go. So yeah, just talk about it as we go through it, kind of.
I got you.
YouTube ads, man, killing me right now.
Always.
I gotta get that YouTube
that many
premium.
views, bro. I don't.
How many views it got?
I didn't even know that whatsoever.
That's crazy. Does that make you feel good? So like, see that many people fuck with it?
Man, I mean, I guess so. It's crazy. Something that you make is like people are actually watching it.
Yeah. So from the start here, talk about like what your thought process behind this was.
You know what? It was just, we parked the car. We had got the car. That's my friend's car. We got permission to go into Long Beach Poly and everything. But
what made you choose that car?
it was accessible.
It was accessible.
I mean, all of the cars I know pretty much. The second car and the other video was mine too. So we just used what we had.
Okay.
Who's
that on the guitar?
That's Sky.
That's Sky?
Sky does a lot with Giveon on the vocals, everything. He's he's a magician for sure. Yeah, we parked the car, we put Giveon in the back. I think I wrote up the treatment, but it was real simple, and we did like 3 takes, if that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fire, and just the fact that it's like right there because you went to high school there.
Yeah.
And that's just like such a pinnacle of Long Beach, right? Long Beach Poly.
Yeah, and of course, inspiration from Snoop when he took that picture on the Datsun and everything. Yeah. We was real tapped in with that.
So, why the one frame? To the whole video.
Okay, so first off, it's an acoustic video, and you know, usually acoustics are just in your room with the guitar. We wanted to keep that same aesthetic as far as not working too hard on it, but still give you something different as far as an acoustic. So keep it away from just a simple music video. It kind of looks like it didn't put that much effort into it, and that's what we wanted, bro. We wanted him to be the main goal and the main person to look at and just appreciate his voice instead of worrying too much on the video. So I feel like we accomplished that.
It works, man. Like, it's so dope. You wouldn't think that too. I feel like most people are like, no, we need budget. We need multiple things going on, but
you don't.
Yeah,
sometimes the artist should be the only one that's highlight. I feel like that's the main goal anyway in a video. Some things are I love it. Like, some things are just too distracting though. Like, you know, videos are like all about this now and a lot of effects. And I feel like you have to go off of the person and their character, and that's what makes a good video. Yeah. And Giveon, he's not the person to have like a bunch of effects of it and stuff. So it's really straightforward.
I'm a big fan of simplicity. So I think that's why I like your style so much, and then specifically that video, because I know you in other videos too. They're pretty simplistic as well.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. I try to stick to it. We dabble with different stuff for sure. But I think sometimes it's cool to just take a step back and just let it be what it is, you know? Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Do you have any, like, specific visions that you want to bring to life, like, in challenging yourself?
Dang, that's a good question. I like to step outside the box now. Like, that's what I'm focusing on now, trying to step outside my comfort zone and just do some different things as far as storytelling, you know. I feel like it's easy for me to tell my story because I've been in that, but I want to get other people's stories and incorporate that as well. So I think that's what I'm doing now, trying to like collab with more people and work on something big. Yeah. So like, we're a lot more short films. We have like 2 short films we're working
I saw the one you did with Wes, bro. That one's fire.
Man, appreciate that.
I guess I'll figure it out, right?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Wes is an amazing like director, and everything that I can do, Wes can do just as well. You know? So it's like, when you put those 2 people together, as well as Leota, he's the one, he raps on that one as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he another Long Beach artist?
Yeah, no, for sure. But he directs as well, and he shoots. Damn. So like, he does a lot, man.
Wes does it all.
Yeah, Wes does it all. I just don't do the rapping part.
but you got to know your strengths, right?
For sure, without a doubt. So when he came up with that idea, we wanted to do something big for him, and luckily it got received well, man. For real.
Yeah,
it was good seeing that, and he deserves it, bro. He put in a lot of work.
Yeah, he does. He's a good ass person in general
sure.
too, outside of just like his art. So it's cool to see the feedback he got on that.
For sure.
Where did the name Goldby7 come from? 'Cause I know there's kind of a little deeper of a meaning to it, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's deep, but it's not that deep. I've always been like low key, and at first I really didn't want my family knowing what I do. As far as like,
why?
My grandpa's a pastor. Yeah, so I don't want to like, cursing and everything. It's kind of like it's a stigma, and I understood that, but so from the beginning I was like, I don't want to really go by my name, so I came 7 is my favorite number. And then with that, I kept the 7 as like, okay, we'll call myself 7 instead of Bio. And then Goldby was because there's a anime called Go-Go 13, and it's like I think it's from the 80s, man. I'm not a huge anime fan. I just know a little bit. You feel me? But I know it's on YouTube. There's a movie, and it's called Go-Go 13, and he's like a silent assassin. And I love 007 too, so I was just like, okay, I'm being low key, I'm silent, but I'm a shooter as well. So then that's where it came from. Yeah.
That's pretty intuitive. I like that. I didn't know that there was that was like behind it.
Yeah,
and the whole the logo is 007 inspired
pretty
too,
much,
right?
From Nightfire. So we took Nightfire. Shout out to JB too. He's the one that made my logo. He owns a company called Sierra Leone. But
hey, shout out to Sierra
for sure. He made my logo, man. And ever since then, like, I was amazed by it, and I put it everywhere. So
it's fire.
You got to brand yourself for sure. I mean, I have a tattoo like.
Oh, you have the shooter?
Just a 7 right here. So.
Oh shit! I didn't see that. That's fire.
Nah, I feel like you for sure got to brand yourself, and I went on. Excuse me, I went on with it head on. So yeah, for sure.
That's good. With everything that's going on right now, is it making it difficult for you to shoot just with like COVID?
To be honest, rappers don't care about COVID.
Hey, let the truth be told.
Yeah, let's be honest. But I have to be safe. My girl is always on me about wearing a mask. I might get in trouble right now for not wearing a mask.
We're 6 feet apart.
I know her. I might get a text like, yo, put the mask on. But it's okay. It's cool. We rebels today. I got my water and all.
Sanitized.
But it does make it sometimes difficult. The bigger ones, they like with the labels and everything, they're not going to take that risk. So a lot of things are getting pushed back, and even like for every scene, the entertainment scene in general, like there's no tours, there's a lot of people are taking hits. You're not really selling merch, and I mean online you are, but even trying to shop for fabric downtown is different.
So it's not as accessible as it used to be.
Exactly. Like they want you to make your appointments online. You got to call in and put in your orders online, so it's different. And I think the fact that everything's more difficult, kind of, it's testing people, right? Like it's like, how bad do you really want it? Do you want to? Were you just doing it because it was easier? Like I kind of like that fact, It does, because you kind of decipher each other. It's at the end of the day, the entertainment and designing and clothes, it's like cutthroat. It is, and it's either you have the will to do it or you fade away. So
definitely. Talk about the clothing aspects for you. What's the clothing brand? What are your designs like themed around?
Just one thing I didn't really stick to just one thing, Like I like to expand and do, not that I have a lot out or anything, but the first part was just, I never did this before. So it's something fun that like you can veer away from just doing music videos and just doing videos and stuff like that. You got to have different sorts of thing that you like. Everybody has different hobbies, and I think it's easy to just tap into that. We live in LA. Everything's like right around the corner.
And it gives people a chance to support you. Like if people want to support you, they're fans of your work. It's like, yo, I want to support this guy. So how can I do that?
And you start to notice that. You're like, damn, how many people bought this? This is
So what's the brand called?
It's just Goldby7.
Oh, it's Goldby7.
Yeah, Goldby7.
Okay.
Just it's like I hate saying the word because everyone says it, but I guess it's merch. Yeah, like simple as that.
So where can people find it?
It's online, Goldby7.com. As long as like a few of my videos as well. I'm gonna add more videos on there too, but keeping up with everything. Lakewood Mall has things. West has Black Cactus, so we all love fashion at the end of the day.
That whole Lakewood Mall movement that you guys got going on, like I like it, man. It has potential too. So talk about what that is.
So that's just 3 people coming together. Right now it's 3. You know,
Who are the 3?
Me, Wes Cornell, and Leota, and we're all from pretty much Long Beach area. I think Wes is like from Downey. I think, I'm not sure. Yeah, but pretty much we're all in the same space, and we all just like-minded people, and we love to work. Like, we damn near shoot every day. We damn near edit every day. And yeah, we don't drop every day, but we're not really too focused on social media. I mean, the whole goal in the long run for me is that I don't want any social, like, just you hit the website or you call me.
Really?
It's simply, yeah. Eventually, I know I need it now because, you know, I'm like starting off and trying to get good at everything. But the end goal is that, yeah.
That would be perfect, bro.
Man, I'll be amazing.
But right now, it just seems like you can't do that.
It's
like,
everywhere.
shit.
So that's why I'm like, you build enough repertoire and get good enough to where, okay, now I don't need that anymore, you know?
Yeah, well, it sounds like you got a lot of like good things going on for you right
Mm-hmm.
now. I'm the same too with clothing also. Like, shameless plug for me, like I'm dropping a new line coming out soon. That's what this is for.
Oh, say less.
Right here.
Nah, definitely.
So the process is fun, man. Like learning how to do everything for the first time. It's like learning. It's like trial and error, like how you learned photography and videography, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I love it. I love like making connections with people about it, like bringing your stuff to art. And then it's like you can't really hide from it, right? It's like either your drop is good or it isn't. Like, you notice by how many people like really fuck with it.
Exactly.
The drop I did before this, it was like people were supporting for sure, but just judging off of like the one I'm doing now, I'm just like, okay, I'm getting a feel of just like what people like, what people don't like.
Exactly. And then at the end of the day, it's what you like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you put something on, you put something that you'd wear, and if you guys like it, you'll buy it. And if you don't, it's okay. But I'm still working towards it, you know? And like, I feel you on the process part, because then you see shirts that you do love since you were a kid, and you're like, oh, that's why I like that shirt. Yeah. And it was harder than I thought it was.
Exactly. It's not as easy.
Nah,
it's just
whatsoever.
like, you got to know that there's transfers, like what the garments to get, you want to get the garments from, like you put the store up.
If it's going to last, if the DTG or you know, screen print, all that. But yeah, bro, it's fun. It's cool going into something that you don't know nothing about, and you start from zero, and then you learn your way up. So yeah, bro.
Exactly. Sure. And then it makes you look at it different, because like when you see somebody's merch, you're just like, I know how that was made. Like, I like this on it. Like,
and then and then the price makes more sense.
Yeah.
Oh, this is why that's $100. Oh, because you start to make. But then you know, when you didn't know that, it's like, oh dang, 120. Why? Like, that's expensive. But nah, it takes a lot that went into it. Yeah.
That's very well said. And the same goes for like photography and videography, right? Because it's like, you know how videos are made. You know the effort that goes into it, right?
Exactly. I know that 30-second trailer, that 3D module took like 3 weeks. And people don't understand that. So you're like, once you start get behind the camera and you start editing, you're like, damn, this actually takes a lot of work, you know. It's different. Do
you do everything as far as just like what you put out? Do you do it all on your own as far as like editing, the shooting?
Some things, yeah. I mean, mostly everything on Goldby7 I've shot and edited myself. And if it wasn't that way, then I'll definitely put the names in there. But as far as lighting, it's my friend John, JEB Films. He does my lighting. Special effects or like title cards. Sometimes Leota does it. And, you know, like, I'm just keeping it in-house right now. Yeah. For sure.
And then the fact that you're still learning right now, like, it's important to know the different aspects of things, right? It's like, if you don't know how to do something, you don't want to just be like, yo, figure out how to hire somebody to do it, and then you not understand how it works, right?
Whatsoever. I know eventually, you have to hire like the whole teams, because it's just, you're trying to jam pack so much work in like 24 hours, you know. So I understand that. But at the end of the day, I love being hands-on, man. Like, if I can learn and teach myself, I'll do it. Like, I'll color my own videos, I'll do the own sound design. But that's always been something that I've taken like pride in, like just learning it yourself, for sure.
Have you always been like a creative person when you were like a kid and shit? What did you want to be when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut.
An astronaut?
Oh god, yeah. There was nothing that seemed more exciting to me than an astronaut. Like,
just going to space?
Man, what? And like the whole like the floating on that was tight to me. Like I didn't know how you even became an astronaut, but that's what I wanted to be, without a doubt.
So you never like envisioned yourself where you're at right now,
Nah,
right?
not at all. I envisioned myself with a helmet on, and I was the mission and all that, bro. That's what I expected.
That's funny. You might have to do some like space inspired. Like,
man, I'm
video.
Now that you say that, I might have to. Yeah. I forgot I wanted to be an astronaut.
That's wild.
I forgot about that.
So like you didn't like participate in any creative arts or nothing like that?
Nah, I mean, well, the kids did clay and stuff like that. You know, I played with clay.
Play-Doh
I had Play-Doh. I had actually, wait, everybody plays the recorder, right? Isn't that the thing you play in kindergarten? They give you a recorder. Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's like what Squidward had the clarinet, but this is the baby version. It was a recorder. I played that. I played the trumpet. I did play the trumpet, but I was terrible, bro. Like, all my notes were flat. They would tell me. I got called out once. Like, he keeps playing flat notes, and I was like, hey, yeah, that's me, like, for sure. But besides that, I wasn't really. I listened to music. That was about it.
So you fell into this like organically.
Pretty much, man, and just went head on with it. Like, I can't sit here and tell you that I envisioned myself from day one making music videos and everything. Like, nah, not at all. It's weird. If you
could, this is a weird question, but if you could talk to like a 12-year-old you, what would you say to yourself?
Damn. Stay open-minded.
Stay open-minded.
Yeah, I think I was so just, like I said earlier before this, I'm the only child, so I think I would just do what I was comfortable with because, like play video games, stay in the house. I had a bunch of friends, but it's because I moved schools every year. So you have to make friends, But no one thought I would see a music video or like a movie and I'll just be like, okay, that's dope. Like on to the next thing. So I would just tell myself, stay open-minded and just, I don't know, study your surroundings. I don't really have nothing to say to my 12-year-old self at all.
Live life.
Besides live life and be a kid,
Because it led you to who you are right now.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want to change that?
Yeah, without a doubt. Like, but I was a huge basketball head too. I guess I never said that. Yeah, my favorite player was Iverson, or is Iverson.
Is Iverson?
Yeah, it was always Iverson.
Who was your team, man?
I didn't have a team. I love basketball so much.
You just like players?
I love players, bro. Yeah, Iverson was tight though because he was little. He was little and he had hella tattoos, which is why I have tattoos. Because really? Of him, yeah, for sure. And then he had braids. I was like, yeah, he's the one, bro. He was dunking on people. He was tight.
Have you ever tried sports photography, anything like that?
I've done a little sports photography. It's crazy. I have a picture of Kobe. Like,
oh really?
R.I.P. Yeah, but yeah, I went to. I think he was playing against my friend. My friend's a girls basketball coach, and he told me to pull up because he was playing Kobe, and I took some pictures of Kobe. But besides that, I haven't really taken. Yeah,
I feel you.
Basketball photography.
Well, you're kind of just like getting started. I'm sure like more you're in this, you could venture out into like so many different industries.
And
right?
I'm open to that for sure. I just think this one was the most feasible for me because I had so many like artists around me, And you said
you're deeply interested in music too.
I love music,
so it makes sense.
For sure. I love all types of music. I'm down. Hey, when someone wants to hit me up for a country video, let's get it.
Oh shit,
yeah, all that. I'm into everything.
So is there any industry that you want to tap into specifically, like that you've been wanting to?
As far as music or just?
No, just like with photography. Like maybe you wanted to get into like I don't know, nature shoots or something, bro. Like,
hey, you know what? I do like landscape.
You like landscape?
I like landscape, but landscape is hard. Landscape is hard photography. People don't really, people
sleep on it?
When you see the mountains and it's beautiful because everything's so involved with framing, So like I really, when I see a landscape picture of like either street photography or someone took a picture in like I don't know, Yosemite or something, like I really study those pictures because I know this took a while. Like you have to sit there, you got to set up the tripod,
You respect
I respect the hell out of that. It's a lot of patience
because you got to wait for like a lot of things, right? The lighting to be correct and shit.
And then when you deal with animal, you can't just tell an animal like, yo bro, like chin up, dog. Like he not gonna, you feel me? So I know how much patience that takes. So I look at those photos way differently, for sure.
Definitely. Are there any like photographers or videographers that inspire you? Like, what are some that you that you like gain inspiration from?
That's a hard question because I can't think of everything off the top of my head. I like people
worries.
that aren't that big, so I pay
Okay.
attention to the people that don't have that many followers, and like I look at them like, damn, this looks amazing, bro. Like that's what I really hone in on. But damn, man, can I think of anybody on the top of my head? Nah, I'm
Not specifically.
not specifically right now. I'm like super. I mean, of course, my homies.
Okay.
Like Wes takes fire photos. I have friends named like Squint and Brandon, Mikkel. Like these are all people from Long Beach, but they're
Okay.
people that I look up to because they're around me all the time. You know.
So where do you get your ideas from then?
I watch a lot of like just I wouldn't say TV, but just movies when I get a chance, and like basically things around me. I know it's like I keep saying the same thing, but that's literally how it is. I don't really.
Do you just like if let's say you're walking down the street or something,
Okay.
do you just come up with an idea like
It'll come in my head.
You know what I mean?
I have a notebook too.
You have a
So
notebook,
like, I
so
have a
you'll
note.
jot it
Yeah, I'll
down?
jot my
Okay.
note. I have a notebook that I bring out. I'll jot down. If I even watch a movie and see like a small part, I'm like, oh dang, I gotta write that down. And like I'll put seconds into it. Anything that I think is cool, I'll go and try to like mimic it.
Okay.
And then if it works, I'm like, okay, that's something else I'll add it to my catalog that I know how to do. You know.
For sure.
But yeah, that's the easiest way for me to learn things.
So, damn, I'm like I didn't even know like, originally that you weren't even you haven't been even doing this long. So that means like your ceiling is super high. You know,
Man,
like
I appreciate that for
yeah.
sure.
So what do you have going on in the near future?
We have 2 short films working right now through Lakewood Mall. We shot like a commercial with my friend Jordan, our Isaiah. A bunch of people worked on that one too. But tapping into that as well. I love music videos, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I have to expand into other areas and see what I really like. You don't like things you don't know what you love until you try everything, you know? So
Yeah.
I'm super wide open on anything that comes up.
For sure.
But yeah, those are what we're focusing on now. More clothes and everything. Yeah, I think that's it for now.
Man, I'm looking forward to your journey, bro.
Man,
like I
for
can't wait to
sure.
see like where it's gonna take you, who you're gonna work with. Like
Yeah.
like I told you, your shit's dope. So
Man,
I'm
thank
excited
you.
to see it.
Thank you for real.
Where can people follow you on social and everything like that for the rest of your work?
Everything at Goldby7. You know, I do have a personal one, but you got to ask for that one. For
Alright.
sure, I'm not gonna get that one out. But yeah, mostly at Goldby7. The LakewoodMall.com, and then that's pretty much it. That's everything.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. Thank
like
you.
I said, excited to watch your journey. Your work is dope. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, I'm going to leave a few links in the description so you can check out some of his work. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, of
Thank you.
course.
Thank you for
Bless.
having me. Without
Peace.
a doubt. You too.